instituteofwow.com, and I've just come from a meeting, and I thought, well, it's Friday and it's getting towards beer o'clock. What is it in Queensland? It's 20 to 11 a.m, so New South Wales, Victoria, you're an hour ahead of us, but there's only 5 or 6 hours till beer o'clock on a Friday. Look, I just thought I'd do this quick post because the meeting I had with this morning was with a dentist client of ours. And we've had some pretty good success with Facebook, and we've been able to take his leads from about $80 something down to $14, $15, $16 a lead, which makes a significant difference to profits, of course. And it means if you're spending money on Facebook, then you get a hell of a lot more leads out of that $100 than you do if you're paying $80 a lead versus $14 a lead. You're getting 5 times the leads for the same expenditure. And it brought me to the subject of marketing plans, and I said to this particular dentist before we came along, did you have a marketing plan? And the answer was no. It was sort of up and down, up and down, up and down. And if you're in business and you don't have a marketing plan, don't feel too bad, because you know what, 90% of small to medium-sized businesses just don't have a marketing plan. And yet if you said to them what was the most important thing in business, they'd say having sales or marketing skills. And yet they've got an accountant, they have a solicitor, but they admit that the most important thing in business, and I'm sure you do too if you're a business owner, is having a marketing roadmap, and yet they don't have one. So I thought I would show you how to put together a marketing plan really, really quickly. This is like 60 seconds with Sterlo out of the Footy Show. Basically, you've got to identify your most profitable target audience, then look for more people who look like them, simple as that. So you'd never say, oh, women, you'd say women between 35 and 55 who live in wealthy suburbs who drive a BMW, for example. Then you've got to think of a wow factor that's going to distinguish you from your opposition, okay? So that might be like a Happy Meal toy that McDonald's have in their hamburger boxes. You've got to think of one for your business to distinguish yourself from others. You might have an organic wow factor, so you're the expert, you're the only Gordon Ramsay of your industry, so you don't have to come up with, an artificial wow factor in that case. But most of the time, you've got the same product or service as many others, so I think you need to dream up a Happy Meal toy. The other thing that you need to do then, of course, is make sure your director of first impressions is not ugly. And I'm not talking about your receptionist, I'm talking about your website. And in the world that I live in, where I provide marketing advice to businesses of all sizes, guess what? The majority of them have an awful website. It may be pretty because it's been put together by a bearded hipster, but it ain't got the direct response to components that you need to make it work. In other words, you've probably got a high bounce rate, which means the amount of people that come onto your website, they bounce off because you're boring them shitless, all right? And the sort of things you need on your homepage are a compelling headline, which normally is a problem solution headline or a positioning headline, like no wonder we're regarded as the #1 restaurant or seafood restaurant in Queensland, or problem solution. If you've got this problem, we can give you the solution. You need an explainer video. You need the 3 biggest benefits of people doing business with you. You need video testimonials on your homepage. Don't put them on your testimonial page. Nobody ever sees them but your relatives and you. And you also need to make sure you've got a call to action. Now, all of those things on your homepage, I bet you if you tick them off, if you're writing anything down now, you're going, we don't have a problem solution headline. We don't have an explainer video. We don't have a data capture facility. You need a data capture facility to make sure that you know who's coming to your dinner party, who's arriving on your website. You want to know who they are so that you can then remarket to them. And a whole bunch of other things, but if I'm running fast, which I am, it's a Friday, and you're not keeping up with setting all this down and you want to know how to put together a marketing plan, guess what? There's a link. I've made it really, really easy for you. I put together a 14-minute video that shows you how to put together a marketing plan. And if you're left-brained, in other words, you're operationally minded and you've got a terrific technical skill, but you don't quite know how to attract new customers or new prospects, then click that link above. It's wowmanifesto.com, and when you go there, I've put together a 14-minute video that just explains to you how to put together a marketing plan. And I've called it this. I can't help but show off about my gigantic book. This is how to put together a marketing plan. And I put this together a little while ago and I've turned it into a digital course. Okay, and this is all about showing you how to be the expert. It's all about showing you, for example, if I can get to the front of another page, let me see. Sound like Kath and Kim then. Look at me. How to get emotional. In other words, the power of emotional direct response tactics, which is problem solution. And as I go through this is very, very comprehensive. It gives you how to use testimonials in terms of your website and so forth. The whole idea of this is to make life easy for you. You've got to join the dots system. And let me show you this, just to tease you. This happens to be a video book. And if I'm wanting to get past the gatekeeper and get to bigger businesses to sell my services, I send this out, and let me show you how good this is. When you open it up, Yes, there's a video there. Let me hear.
Hi, John Dwyer is my name, and I'm the owner of the Institute of Wow, which is this business just behind me.
Okay, so therefore I send that out to bigger businesses that have a gatekeeper who are stopping any of the direct mail getting through. If this was just a normal brochure, I couldn't get past the gatekeeper. There's no way she's going to throw that in the bin. She has to give this one to the boss, because when she opens it up.
Hi, John Dwyer is my name, and I'm the owner of the Institute.
You've heard all that before, so I won't put you through that misery of listening to me again. This is insane, okay? I believe Facebook Live is insane. If you're not doing this Facebook Live, then you have to do it. We've been really serious about this for the last 8 weeks or so, or a few months, but really got serious about pumping out 3 or 4 or 5 of these Facebook Lives every day. And we've been able to track over $200,000 worth of income just from Facebook Live. Guess what? It's free. This cost me nothing to put together. So if you're not doing it, then think about doing Facebook Live. But this is in the offline world just as powerful as Facebook Live. These are video books, and they will get you past the gatekeeper big time. She cannot throw that in the bin. She's got to give that to the boss. But anyway, once again, if you want to know the model, the formula, the system of putting together a pretty potent direct response marketing campaign, just click the link above. You don't have to give your name. You don't have to give any details. You don't have to be frightened that we're going to annoy the crap out of you for the rest of the year. You don't have to give any details at all. You can just watch the 14-minute video. Why am I doing it? Hopefully you can pick out sampling. If I had a fish shop, I'd be handing out calamari samples outside at lunchtime and dinner time. All I'm doing is showing you the wizardry that we have in putting together a really, really simple but very effective marketing plan, hoping that when you watch that 14-minute video, if you think, yeah, wow, I want more of this, you know where to come. Simple as that. So that's why we don't scare you off by asking for your contact details straight away. I'm a big, big fan of collecting data, don't get me wrong, but what I'm trying to do is make it as easy and as less threatening as possible. And I'm a betting man, that if you watch the 14-minute video of how to put together a marketing plan, you might think, you know what, I'm just going to fast track this. I'll contact the instituteofwow.com and get them to put it together for me, okay? That's what I'm betting. There will be a number of people that will do that. So if you'd like to know how to put together a marketing plan, click the link above. Have a happy Friday, and remember, it's only about 5 or 6 hours till beer o'clock. Have a good weekend.